If someone had told me that at the age of 77, I would spend 2 full months in a nursing home, I would have laughed. I might have even shrugged it off with confidence, saying, "That's not for me. Not yet." Like many people, I believed I was still too strong, too independent, too active for such a place. But life has a way of humbling us. What began as a short-term stay to rest and recover from an unexpected illness slowly turned into a journey of deep reflection. And over those 8 weeks, something changed in me. I entered that nursing home thinking I would just be a temporary guest. I left with a completely new understanding of life, aging, and what truly matters as we grow older. During my time there, I met many people who had stories, wisdom, and pain. Some had been living there for years. A few were regularly visited by loving family members, but many sat in silence, day after day, alone. No children, no calls, no one coming through the door. And that was the first powerful lesson I learned. Even in a place filled with people, you can feel deeply alone. So today, I want to share with you 7 life-changing lessons I learned in the nursing home. These are not just lessons for the elderly. They are for anyone who wants to live a meaningful life, no matter your age. Because one day, you will grow old too. And when that day comes, how will you have lived? Lesson 1. Loneliness is the greatest disease of old age. We often think the biggest challenge of aging is illness, arthritis, diabetes, heart problems. But what I saw and felt in that nursing home was something much deeper: the silent suffering of loneliness. There were men and women who hadn't had a visitor in years. Some would wait by the window every Sunday, hoping to see a familiar face walking up the path. But no one came. The staff did their best. They were kind and attentive. But no matter how well-trained or compassionate, they could never replace the warmth of a family member's hug, the laughter of grandchildren, or the joy of a shared memory. What hurt most wasn't the pain of aging. It was the pain of being forgotten. I often sat with people who once had big families, successful careers, and active social lives. But over time, distance grew, and life moved on without them. I realized then how important it is to nurture relationships while you still can. If I could go back, I would have spent less time chasing deadlines and more time having dinner with friends, talking with my children, and being present. Because in the end, it's the people we love who give our lives meaning. Lesson 2. Health is life's most precious asset, and it's not guaranteed. We all know health is important, but in youth, we act like it's permanent. We skip sleep. We stress ourselves out. We eat carelessly. We think our bodies will always bounce back. In the nursing home, I met a man who once lived like a king, traveled the world, owned luxurious homes, drove the finest cars, but now he couldn't lift a spoon. He had to be turned in bed every few hours. He told me with tears in his eyes, I would give away every penny just to be able to walk again. That moment struck me. No amount of money can buy a healthy body once it's broken. Wealth can give you comfort, but it can't give you independence, energy, or a second chance at wellness. I wished I had exercised more, managed my stress better, taken my health seriously when I had the chance. So if you're watching this and you're still able, take care of your body now. It's the only place you truly live. Lesson 3. Material things fade, but memories stay. Over the years, I filled my home with things: antiques, decorations, clothes, electronics. I thought they were important. But now, I live in a small room with just a few basics: a bed, a chair, a few photos. And the truth is, I don't miss any of those things I used to treasure. The couch I paid so much for, I barely remember it. The expensive watch? It sits in a drawer, forgotten. What I do remember are the moments. My daughter's wedding, the vacations we took as a family, the laughter around the dinner table. We spend our whole lives accumulating things. But when we reach the final chapters, we begin to see clearly. What matters most isn't what you owned. It's who you loved and how you lived. Lesson 4. Independence is a gift. Never take it for granted. There is dignity in being able to care for yourself, to dress the way you want, to walk into the kitchen and make a cup of tea, to choose when to wake up and when to sleep. But in the nursing home, many had lost that. Simple tasks, like getting out of bed, using the restroom, or combing their hair, now required help. And it wasn't just physically hard, it was emotionally painful. If you still have the ability to live independently, celebrate it. Appreciate every step you take, every meal you prepare, every time you go outside on your own. Because once it's gone, you will understand that independence is one of the greatest freedoms we have. Lesson 5. True happiness comes from life's simplest moments. One of the residents, an 85-year-old woman, always had a gentle smile. She had lost her husband, outlived her children, and had very little by way of material possessions. But she glowed with peace. I asked her one day, "How do you stay so happy?" She smiled and said, "I don't focus on what I've lost. I focus on what I still have." That lesson has stayed with me. We chase happiness in promotions, achievements, and far-off dreams. But real joy is found in everyday moments. A warm conversation, a good book, a sunset, the sound of birds, the kindness of a stranger. If you stop searching for happiness in faraway places, you'll realize it's been around you all along. Lesson 6. Forgiveness sets you free. Over the weeks, I saw many people burdened by old grudges. Some hadn't spoken to their children in decades. Others still held bitterness toward a friend or sibling who had hurt them long ago. But those grudges didn't hurt the person they were aimed at. They hurt the one holding them. One woman told me, "I never forgave my sister. And now, she's gone. I missed my chance." Her words broke my heart, and they opened my eyes. I realized that forgiveness isn't about the other person. It's about giving yourself peace. Since then, I've chosen to forgive. Not because everyone deserves it, but because I deserve to let go of pain. Carrying resentment is like dragging heavy stones. It only exhausts you. Let go. You'll feel lighter, happier, free. Lesson 7. Every single day is a precious gift. One morning, a man who had shared jokes with me the night before didn't wake up. He had seemed perfectly fine. And then, just like that, he was gone. That moment reminded me that life is fragile. We never know how many days we have left. We often waste time worrying, delaying, and putting off joy. We say, "Someday I'll travel. Someday I'll call my friend. Someday I'll say what's in my heart." But someday never comes unless you make it today. So live now. Say, "I love you." Call your parents, hug your grandchildren, smile at a stranger. Make today count. I spent just 2 months in that nursing home, but the lessons I learned were life-changing. Life is not about how many years you live. It's about how you live the years you have. Every moment is an opportunity to love more, forgive faster, and live with intention. Aging isn't something to fear, but wasting time, that's something we should all be afraid of. So if you're hearing my voice today, I hope this message touches your heart. Don't wait. Don't assume there's more time. Appreciate your health. Value your relationships. Live every day with meaning, because one day, memories will be all that remain. Make them beautiful. Life is short. Live fully, love freely, and never ever take a single day for granted.